Hello everyone. Today's lecture is about bronchitis. So we're gonna solve an exercise about the bronchitis. But before starting this exercise, let's make a small revision about the respiratory system. We said that the respiratory system is divided into two parts: respiratory passages and the site of the gas exchange. So what are the respiratory passages? The respiratory passages starts from nasal cavity, then pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and finally bronchioles. So these are the respiratory passages that conduct the air into and from lungs. So here in the respiratory passages, we don't have uh, any exchange of any respiratory gas or any gas. So the air enters or leaves the lungs having the same quantity, while in pulmonary alveoli there is a gaseous exchange. There is a decrease in the quantity of oxygen and increase in the quantity of carbon dioxide. So we can say the respiratory so as a conclusion, we can say that the respiratory system is divided into respiratory passages and into a side of the gas exchange, which takes place only in alveoli. So we can say that bronchi and bronchioles are respiratory passages that conduct the air from and to lungs. Bronchitis. What is a bronchitis? Bronchitis is an infection of the main airways of lungs, bronchis, causing them to become irritated and inflamed. So bronchitis is an infection of the of bronchi of lungs, maybe because of um maybe because of a virus such as COVID-19, or maybe because of bacteria, maybe because of flu virus. We can say also maybe because of a fungi. So we don't know. So we know we have uh, inflammation taking place in the bronchial or bronchi. Uh, then the main symptoms is cough, which may bring up yellow-gray mucus. So we have a high secretion of mucus. Bronchitis may also cause sore throat and wheezing. The document below shows the quantity of oxygen in blood leaving lungs for a normal person and for a person having bronchitis. So here in this table, we can see the quantity, we can see the measurement of the quantity of oxygen gas leaving the lungs. So here for a normal person and here for a person having bronchitis. So you can see the difference in the quantity of oxygen. So the normal person has more quantity of oxygen in his blood leaving the lungs, while here the person having bronchitis has less quantity of oxygen. It's the half of this quantity. Here it's 10 AU, which is the half of the quantity for a normal person or in normal people that have 20 AU. For regarding the drawing of the histogram showing the obtained results, you have to draw alone. Question 2, compare the obtained results. The quantity of oxygen gas leaving in blood leaving the lungs for a normal person is 20 AU, which is more or which is the double of the quantity of oxygen gas in the blood leaving the lungs of a person with bronchitis, between parentheses 10 AU. Don't forget to put 20 AU. So this is the comparison. It's very easy. Let's continue. Then to determine the decrease, determine the cause of the decrease. Then to determine the cause of the decrease in the quantity of oxygen gas in people having bronchitis, the document below shows a cross section of two bronchi. One of them is for a healthy person, and the second one is for a person having bronchitis. So this is a bronchi, or this is a bronchus for a healthy person, and this one is for a person having bronchitis. So you can see that the normal person, the bronchi of the normal person have relaxed muscles. Or here you can see that the muscles are relaxed around the bronchi of healthy person, while it becomes constricted here. You can see that the muscles are constricted, are contracted. So the people having bronchitis have muscles constricted, contracted. And also look at the lumen. The lumen here for a healthy person is bigger, is more than the lumen for bronchi of person or people having bronchitis. Look at the lumen. The lumen here is very small, but the lumen here is very big. Look at also at the wall. Look at the wall of the bronchi here. The wall of the bronchi is uh, thin, while here it's very thick. Why? Here is thin and here it's very thick because of the inflammation. You have studied, you studied in grade 8, you know, inflammation causes an increase in blood vessels. Okay, so here the inflammation causes the wall to become thicker. شوف هون كيف يعني الالتهابات خلت الوول هو أكبر بكتير من هون. So this is or this difference is caused or is due to the inflammation taking place in people having bronchitis. And also this inflammation leads to more secretion of mucus. As you see here, look at the quantity of mucus. It's very, very, very abundant. So how many factors can affect the bronchi of person or people having bronchitis? For the muscles are constricted, the mucus are highly secreted, the lumen is very small, and the wall is very thick. So four factors are present in bronchi of person or people having bronchitis. So you can make the comparison. It's very easy, but don't forget to miss any one of the four factors. You have to write about the four factors. Finally, we have here the pose the problem. The problem here, you can take the problem from the introduction, from not the introduction, from here, the text here. So, what is the cause of the decrease in the quantity of oxygen gas in people having bronchitis? And don't forget to put a question mark. So, the problem here, what is the cause of the decrease in the quantity of oxygen gas in people having bronchitis? Or you can say, what causes the decrease in the what is the cause of the decrease in the quantity of oxygen gas in people having bronchitis? And don't forget to put a question mark. Explain by using all precedes and your acquired knowledge why people having bronchitis suffer from a decrease in the quantity of oxygen in blood. So why these people having bronchitis suffer from a decrease in the quantity of oxygen gas? As we see here, it's 10 AU, it's less than or it's the half of 20. Uh, why? Because as we said, the people having bronchitis, the air, it's difficult for the air to reach the oxygen. It's difficult for the air rich in oxygen to reach the alveoli because of the presence of the small lumen, thick wall, a high mucus secretion, and constriction of muscles of bronchi. So all these factors, constriction of muscles, mucus secretion, high mucus secretion, lumen which is very small, and thickness of wall, All these factors make the air difficult to reach the alveoli. So the air can't reach easily the alveoli. So in this case, less oxygen is diffused from the alveoli into blood, and in this case, we have less quantity of oxygen in blood. So it's difficult for the air to reach the alveoli, and we have less diffusion from high pressure to less pressure, and also the blood becomes poor in oxygen, not as we see here for normal people having 20 AU. Look at the difference here. So this is because of these factors that make the air difficult for it to reach the alveoli, and in this case we have less diffusion of oxygen from alveolar air into blood.